We have audio now. Oh my goodness. Sorry, y'all. Karmic Des.
Google it, Chris.
Game tonight. Man, right? Sheesh. Still, hope y'all like the layout. Got the sign right here, so y'all know what we're talking about tonight. We're gonna be talking about prejudice or racism. So we talk going into my insights into how I processed the definitions and the applications of both of those. We're also going into Chris's insights into the same thing. But first, we are going to do. Chris watched Toxic Avenger, and I like to hear Chris's reviews on movies. I really do. So we're going to listen to. We're going to talk about the Toxic Avenger. I'm going to make sure we have good audio here. I should have hooked the lapel mics up. Next time we'll hook the lapel mics up. That way we get more crisp audio. So totally upgrades. Reviewing
Upgrades, take time.
reminding yourself, man.
Yeah, we got this. It's on record, so we watch it later.
Mental notes. So
About the film.
yeah, last episode, so we did I did a short episode. I did SRI.
Mhm.
That was what date is that? Today is Thursday, September 4th.
Yeah, you hooked it up on the 2nd.
Yeah, so it had to be the second. Yeah, so I'll be getting back to that. I've been working more with that, so I'll be talking more about that later on. Did you get
Chance to watch?
That's all right,
Bro,
we'll talk about it.
Yeah, please. I think I caught like 2.5 minutes, and then the kid came in. Went to go back to it. I think I got 7 minutes in. Tip gave me out.
So life happens.
Yeah, bro. We've been at it since we've been back from a little vacation we did down south.
Mhm. Yeah, but let's talk about that.
I mean, it was fun. You know, got to see some family and whatnot and some new experiences. I don't know the name of it, but there's this Mexican bingo. Has a bunch of these little pictures, and you know, it's a pretty big cultural thing. Been around for a long time, but played that finally. Seen posters of it and purses and such, but I never knew what it was. And so I got a good experience. Junior did too.
You win.
It was all Tupperware prizes, so sadly enough, I didn't win. But at the same time, you know, it paid for the experience. I feel, and we were in a very colorful, yeah, and we were the only white people there. So if we had to listen to context clues of how things were pronounced, and we had to look down sometimes at the family, and they had to tell us what the picture or what it was.
Okay.
Because you know they were the lady calling out stuff. She's supposed to hold up little cards to what it is, like you know if it's a rooster or the drunk guy or this other little things that they are. She wouldn't hold up the picture, so I was like, well now, okay, go fuck myself. Cool, appreciate it. So it was fun. Got some good food, you know, some of the homemade stuff.
Right.
What it was,
No,
but yeah, oh yeah, super authentic. Yeah, nothing, no Tex-Mex. It was just Mex. It was good food though, a lot of different flavors. So,
and you said you got day drunk.
yeah, unique, fun, different, cheap.
Hey. Sounds like a winning vacation to me.
Yeah, a little getaway. But
You do it again?
What's up?
You do it again?
Do it again? Yeah. You know,
Ashtray. Ooh, I don't usually have. I usually have like makeshift ashtrays.
you do a pot over there.
Yeah, that's that one. Yeah, facing the side. Um, yeah, Toxic Avenger. You said you seen that.
Yep, it was good.
Peter Dinklage. Allergies, folks.
Yeah.
I gotta do my Flonase later on when I get done here.
Yeah, I was waiting for the opening scene. If you or any of y'all have ever seen the original, any of them, Tronville comes in with this very cheesy, cliche red screen with this like super 70s, like that opening scene of a movie sound.
Was it a TH?
Yeah, something of that nature. And I was really hoping they would have done that.
THX.
Yeah, THX. Yes, RoboCop style.
Surround sound.
Sound. The color. In color. They unfortunately they didn't have it. They didn't have it, and I was from off the rip. I was like, all right, I'm really judging this thing too harshly. I just need to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Accepted.
Yeah, I was like, you got somehow Kevin Bacon in this movie.
Kevin Bacon was he in the trailer? I don't remember seeing
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon in the trailer.
He was he's the premier villain of the movie, and you've got Elijah Wood. Where is it? Frodo. Is that
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. Frodo. Yeah, he's in there. And then you also got Peter, as you said,
Dinklage.
yeah, being the main Toxic. So that was a treat. They the original guy who played the Toxic Avenger in the original two films. They had him as a cop, and they killed him with a spear and several gunshot wounds through a window.
Then you know that is done.
Yes. They changed
new stuff.
They kept him a janitor, but they didn't. Again, times were crudely different when these originals were made, and there were parts of that film that I'm still surprised they just haven't just banned it in America type stuff to include like the hard R in the first one. Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
When did that come out? The first one.
79, 81, I think. But still, like to have that in a film, I was like, when I was a kid, I was like, what? And we were watching it the other day, the wife and I was like, because I didn't think there was going to be an evening showing. There was 11:30 in the morning. I was like, watch it before Junior gets out of school. Because all the ones that we had seen, the times were all 7:30 and on. And I was like, I'm never going to be able to see this in theaters.
Yeah.
And they ran out of the damn Toxic barrel popcorn. I was wrong to get the popcorn. It wasn't meant to be. But the movie, they changed a lot. Did you happen to see? I believe the movie is just called Axel. I'm calling it Beverly Hills Cop 3 or 4. Wasn't that released on Netflix?
I haven't seen that.
You know what I'm talking about? Or?
Yeah.
Great film, actually. I was very surprised in that. But back to the Toxic. So you got Kevin Bacon, I forget her name, but the Axel's daughter in that movie. She plays one of the other
That
cops.
was his daughter, wasn't it? Eddie Murphy's daughter, wasn't it?
I don't know. If it is, cool. But her and Kevin are in that Axel movie together, and they're also together in here. And I know that this Toxic Avenger was made, I want to say 2002 or 2023. I'm sorry, not 2000, 2020 or 2023. And either from COVID or licensing or funding, one of the three. That's why it didn't get released until now. So a lot of the jokes are on the cusp of all the trans stuff, and like you definitely see the placement and where they were really trying to hurry up and get the cancel culture canceled in this film. But it was like now with everything going on, it's kind of like maintaining back to where it was. These jokes are kind of like, well, all right, yeah, that was funny. A couple
Too
years
little,
ago.
too late.
Yeah.
So we can't. Oh man, I didn't know we kind of review the movie without spoilers, huh? You know me, I don't care about spoilers. Let's
Yeah.
go watch it. You know we do got to go see him.
Oh, yeah, isn't that Jordan Peele?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on your talk of the horror movies and stuff. I like to probably another twist within the film, but they've already got a twist within a twist, anticipating of the film. Because you put up the title "Him," everybody's already going. This is probably a biblical film. Like anybody, any grandma or grandpa driving by the theater, They got a school movie out. Let's go see it. It's Sunday. They are going to be in for a surprise on that one.
I think I know where it's gonna go. I'm going to speculate now. I think this is going to be a movie about idol worship
That's fair.
because I think it's the late. I think the trailer kind of laced with that.
Yep.
You got the young boy who said he's always looked up to Marlon's character, and you got Marlon's character who says he looks up to at some adventure he looks up to the boy that grew up to be, I guess, him as far as like an ass change from the film from the trailer. So.
It looks promising. Um, you know, I have to wait and see. I'm not going to go see it opening weekend, but if I do go see, I'm gonna wait and see where things are at with everybody. Might be a wait on, but
I know I want to see it. I want to get my I want to go ahead and get my ticket. Go ahead and knock that out. Because I need to start doing more stuff like that.
some you time.
Yeah, I'm getting older. I'll be 40 this year. I can start putting things in place so I can enjoy the last of my years. Start making smarter decisions.
But yeah, I already had you down for what year?
Like 30 more years. So
Really puts things on
perspective.
I am further along than this. That's right. It's not going to be.
It's no slowing down. No turning back. No slowing down.
Just gotta try to not live through our kids, but have our kids live on for us. Lead by the example type stuff. Blah blah blah. Be good to yourself, and you do good, and good will come back.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. That's definitely true. That actually ties in kind of all that a little bit, right? That's actually good to segue. Good segue. That's touching. So, not like Diddy. That got people in trouble. Oh man. So yeah, if you're joining, just not joining us, we got another person in the watching. Yeah, join in the conversation. You're welcome to join in the chat. The chat is always open. If you like what we're talking about, please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, engage with us. We're open to that, and we are open to expanding our mindsets.
Absolutely. Especially new perspectives, or kind of. Sometimes we have half thoughts, and somebody comes in and puts the corner piece in, and it's like.
And that's was why we talk about it. So we are going to talk about prejudice. We got a definition on prejudice.
Um,
So prejudice is discrimination based on preconceived notions or how do you simplify? What was the lay term preconceived or beliefs that you have based off of what you believe about a person or a group. I guess that would be without like Webster or Oxford
yeah,
dictionary,
absolutely.
right? So me and you're in agreement there.
Mhm.
And then racism is defined as prejudice based on a person's race. And that's where I kind of get definitionally like I don't feel like there's a good enough separation. So if you're good, what do they say when you define things? You're not really defining it if you have to use the name or the word in it you're trying to define.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, to me, that would disqualify racism being defined as racial prejudice.
Yeah, because it kind of just circles back to the word and hyphenates it to a degree.
Right.
There's a,
That's how definitionally speak is where my thought process goes. Um, not trying to deny any experience of racism because I know that there is racism. I also know that there's prejudice. And
in the heat of the moment, both can be the same.
Both can be the same, definitely. And that's where definitionally, my thought process, the way I operate, starts to kick in. So, are they really the same, or are they aspects of the same type of thing inside of a person, right? A certain temperament or personality, right? So when I look at it objectively like that, then it becomes okay. Well, what is first? You're not just racist. Racism, prejudice would have to come before the racism because you're making a judgment in both cases.
Yes, completely. Period or comma, both. But then you had to have the racism mindset to lead into your prejudice.
I'm gonna kind of what you're saying is like it becomes circular.
It's kind of like the Borealis.
Hmm.
It just continues. There is no break in the circle.
Now, from your experiences, from where we're at right now, definition we're trying to work out through my thought process. Is that what you experience when you see that in your work?
Yeah.
So that what takes me then next to okay, how do I define these things? Like, what are they really? So, and the way I go is prejudice is the thought you have. Now, anybody can have a thought. Some would argue thoughts are harmless. Some would argue that thoughts can be harmful.
Thoughts lead to beliefs. So,
Right. And then I took my thought process along that. Right. So, okay, true. Thoughts can lead to beliefs and help and formulate a worldview. Now, a person can go two ways from that point. They can actually observe reality and use reality as a measure to kind of self-correct their worldview, or they can stay stuck again in that loop and never really take in new information to upgrade and improve their worldview. Right. So, but we're still in the realm of thoughts. So at this point, who's been hurt?
Hurt. I don't want to say everybody, because that's to a varying degree. You've experienced it yourself,
Well,
or yourself.
well, again, we're just thoughts. So by having these thoughts and world beliefs, just by sitting in my house having this thought, has that thought hurt you?
No.
And that's I said that's and so you see where my logic is flowing with this. So by that logic, I threw away the fact that I threw away and I can't say the fact I threw away the idea that racist thoughts are harmful. Because they're not harmful. The thought is not harmful in of itself. What becomes harmful is the action.
Oh yeah.
Right? So that's where I fall on definitionally that racism is prejudice in action. So there would have to be because you again, in order for your thought to have any effect on somebody else, because we're not Professor X. There has to be some physical agent in order for that to be enacted. And that's where some will argue systemic racism.
It's brought up and taught up.
And that point, I agree. But again, the system is just an idea. In order for that idea of a system to work, there has to be some physical agent in order to enact it and enforce it. Certain individuals and
They enact it. Their thought turns into what they're allowed to act on. Not to, you know. group that the police force of either revolt goes at all. But thoughts proceed, and then there's the action.
Right.
Maybe they were, maybe they weren't brought up with thinking a certain way, but when they got there, they were taught a new way.
Mm-hmm.
They
And
assimilated.
group, you got there, group thing.
Indeed. Yeah.
Peer pressure. Happens to adults too.
Oh yeah, you hear somebody mowing the lawn. Shit.
Oh, trust me, I see it all the time.
You're the bringer of the anxiety. You wave at the neighbors because you know they might either want, hey man, mow my lawn too, or now you made them want to go mow theirs.
It like never fails.
Each got the cynical smile. And then your car, you know.
Side note, we're like, guys, what is that?
It's the desire for the appearance, be number one. Everybody, mostly a lot of men want to. We want to be the best. Do what we have to. Wait. I did that to my neighbor the other day. He had a little party at his house, right? And he had mowed his lawn for like damn near 3 weeks. I was starting to like, dude, little weedy, that little tall things. And
yeah.
Everybody else on the block cut but him. And then the night before he had his party, he went out and mowed really good and such, right? I got up in the morning, I was like, okay. I was like, I know he has a bit of a busy life, so in respect to him, but I waited 2 days on purpose after he mowed his, because then mine will be shorter and his will be taller all again. I was like, I'm purposely gonna wait because then that pressure is gonna go on him again. Tiff's like, you're evil. I'm like, I know.
Oh
I
my
know.
goodness.
But she's like, because she jokes with me, she's like, he mowed his lawn. I was like, yeah, wait a day or two. Then in the long game,
He's not lying, folks. I was the same way. Not even captivity. I ain't gonna lie to you. Especially on the weekend, on Saturday, I hear that lawnmower going. So you done woke me up.
oh yeah, best thing.
You done woke me up out my sleep to do your yard. Oh, guess what I'm about to do?
I said, my favorite time to do my lawn mowing is 5:30 or 6.
Oh, you're hateful. You're hateful.
As soon as I crank it up, I sit there for about 5 or 10 seconds and take in that I know somebody just said, "Oh fuck," or "Damn, who's mowing their lawn?" Like I affected a lot of people in that.
Yeah, so you're the guy that would have me outside all day, cutting tree limbs, pulling crabgrass, doing doing unnecessary stuff.
Getting a ruler. King of the hill shit.
Shaping up, repairing fences, man. This is doing unnecessary stuff.
I need to paint my house.
Let me go to Lowe's. I'm gonna get some what is it, siding cleaner?
Yeah. Strong power washer.
And that's no lie either. I did that one weekend. I was done in the yard. I was literally done in the yard. Everything is planted and the rocks have been placed. I can cut the grass. Like, man, side of this house do look kind of dirty. Lawnmowers still going to outfield superior. They can cut their grass. See, they should have cut their grass earlier. They can focus on the real stuff. Look, that's about hard as hell.
Here's 10 minutes. Stand back and reevaluate. Bring it back.
I want to hose up tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, back to racism being the action or prejudice in action, and I was playing with a thought earlier. Well, it might have been last night, and I was like, okay, so in the case of like the interactions with police officers. So it is completely possible that this police officer has prejudice, racist thoughts. I'm going to call them racist thoughts.
Hey, it's good. It's a good generalization.
Yeah. So that's what I'm like. Let's go ahead and throw it in there to make the to get the point across what I'm going at. Um, so in a situation like that, I have two options, and I came upon this after actually combining like my SRI framework to this whole conversation. So to backtrack a little bit on that, and this is how my mind works, y'all. So kind of like backtrack on that. Let's put a bookmark there and backtrack on that. So with the SRI and that subjective relational intuition. So if I'm picking up on the cues that you might have this prejudice or racism about you, I have two options. I can exacerbate or make it worse or aggravate it, or I can do probably the opposite of what I feel I might want to do to, if nothing else, not increase the temperature of the situation.
Yeah, because their cards are already tilted. You actually are you hold the lead right now
Hmm.
because you control the next puzzle they've done, showing you that they're folding. This is where they're at.
Where?
You can either drive into that and or drive up against it and let things take, or you can take the high road and mentally just rape them.
Hmm.
Sorry, but,
No digging.
yeah, but because they're expecting, they're ready, they're guarded. That's why they went all in. Hey, look, here's my thoughts, and they wanted you to go all in as well. But it's a winner take all. You flip the script, you're already in their head. They and Mitchell, they're the little. Have you seen Inside Out?
Yeah.
Their guys are fucking going insane up there. They don't know what's going on. And then, once you see like the body chemistry, the mannerisms, hey, I'm in,
Yeah.
and you're gonna finish. You're gonna finish this.
And what helped kind of like, and what helped, and like even I took that into a lesser situation, interactions in the corner store. So you can walk into a corner store, say this guy looks like what you call a typical redneck. And then you have me, the guy looks like me, right? So say I do pick up on that, whatever, right? I can tense up and buck up and be stiff and all that, or I can just be a regular person and go on and carry on like I would just do normally, give them the opposite.
I do like a little mental picture. Like if I see somebody basically showing their colors, all right, I'm gonna remember you. You see around town, or are you gonna have one up, like, or if he's gonna pick for shooting at the trailer park, so like, told you, told you, call it. But then that goes to this.
It goes both ways.
Yeah.
But we haven't even gotten to that yet.
Yeah.
I'm really still with my thought process on it. So so I took it to that. Like what I started doing like in real life is if I pick up on that, like as long as you don't put your hands on me, I'm gonna carry on like I normally do. I'm actually gonna probably do the opposite of what you would expect me to do, or what they would expect me to do. Just so the narrative can be flipped. Just this one time.
My honestly, like one of my friend's dad had a conversation with me one time, and he's probably right now in upper 70s, 80s. Um, but he talking about some of this stuff. He grew up in Louisiana, and he's black. Um, and his culture bringing was so different than anything I could experience.
Mm.
But he told me, I can't quote him on it, but basically he told me a phrase like, "You got to be the better person." You know, better, bigger, better.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the heavy perspectives on it. So I'd like to learn high road and stuff. So I don't know. I don't. Conflicts are saved for the mosh pit or something. You don't need to.
And you right in my head again. And that's what dawned on me. It's like, I know it's a mindset. I can't police somebody's thoughts. Their actions, yeah. Got laws and all that. We can police the actions, most definitely. But even still, there's only so much you can do to a person to where you just have to kill them to get them to stop. It's serial killers. And they're very low percentage of the population, luckily. Because if they were just running rampant, it'd be a problem.
It would, wouldn't it?
Right? But you know, on the flip side of that, I don't. I know again, racism is bad, but as an ideology, it's a weak ideology that is doomed to fail because you limit yourself access to resources that you possibly could gain from someone else.
Yeah.
And the rest of the world is going to mix without you. So
You know, I know Hook wouldn't like this too much, but again, there's a South Park episode like from one of their first 5 seasons. There was a time traveler family, and they were here, and they spoke like some kind of they made it up on the fly. And there's a mixture of like all the other languages together, and they 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 weren't white. They they were like a complex mix, and this is the color scheme back in the early 2000s, but it was like a grayish black. But it was basically saying that racism ended. They were from a world where it ended, and everybody was just a big melting pot.
yeah,
And they all spoke one language. And it's not really a lot of freedom there, but can't be racist to yourself, can you?
can or can you? That's a conversation for another episode. But yeah, going back to you know, flipping the script, like that's what in the Bible it says turn the other cheek. That's what that means.
Mhm.
You turn the other cheek on. And really that's a comedic play on words really, when I think about it. It just hit me. This is a little comedy in the Bible. Ha ha ha. Ha, ha. I see you. But but people also forget the other part of that is you are allowed to defend yourself.
Well, they
Yeah.
think their thoughts are a shield. I can say what I want. You can't do anything to me. It's like,
No, I'm talking about in reference to the turn the other cheek.
oh,
Yeah, turn the other cheek is so far they don't put their hands on. Which again matches with what I'm saying here. Actually, when I think about it, as long as they don't put your hands on, turn the other cheek. They can think what they want to think. If you might have turned that cheek just that one time, might have made them think, what? If not, if not, maybe I'm wrong about them, or maybe I'm just wrong about him. Either way, it's a start. Because that could lead to, well, maybe they're not all like, I mean, the only logical leap from that is they're not all like that. Because there's no way in hell I'm, you know, I'm special or he's special enough for everybody. Like, man, all white people are trash. But this one white person, I don't
that
know
was
how we found him. Like it's just, it doesn't make sense. Right? And then, oh man, so that's just me. Let's leave it at that definitional context for me. We're about the historical and psychological
yeah.
implications if we get to it. But let's follow your thought process on.
Mm.
I know you agree, but let's hear your words on.
Um. Well, to paraphrase, Kevin Smith, right?
Yeah,
So Bob.
right.
I mean, there's a parallel here, so just stick with me. In the movie he made, Dogma. Have you seen that?
Yeah, my
You know,
favorite.
when he, yeah, and he's Silent Bob's telling a old girl that like the beliefs or the oh no sorry it was Chris Rock. It was Chris Rock when he was talking to God's daughter. And the whole it's good to have an idea, not to have a belief, because people die for beliefs. But if their belief structure again, especially for some numbers of white people, you got both these from generations ago, and I've seen it and more in Kentucky when we visit family up there, but you can see it.
Hmm.
A lot of those people there in that area, they really they wear it on their sleeve.
Yeah. So you see it in their actions.
Yeah, yeah, they're going all in already. They don't even know you. You're gonna know though. Okay. Well, there's a lot because if you see something so boastful in like that nature, well, there's some of the white people out there. If it's so public and not handled already, then you know the culture of the area. Because for especially there's it was downtown Plain area. There was some guy he had a flag that he chose to bring out and put on his truck, and it said it had a middle finger. It said perhaps this, but it had the starry bar flag. Mm. I saw it another time. He was still trying to hold it up there, but it was like little pieces. You could tell this thing had been burnt, and he came out and saved it. That's what he wants to remember it by. I said, "All right, see, I'll accept it. I'm glad. I'm glad." He got a little lesson taught to him. But change his belief structure.
Man, hopefully. Some people are.
If not, hopefully he gets castrated in prison. On the bedside. With surgery. Just
Is he racist? Is that one white crime or what was? No, no. But it was just saying.
What do you call a white and white crime?
It's the parallel. It's the parallel because they say there's a lot more. That's why I love having you on the show. There's a lot more in common. It shows there's a lot more in common between the cultures than meets the eye. Sometimes it's just wordplay, really.
Yes, I love wordplay. That's what this show. Like spoken word and stuff like that. Little those are fun.
This guy's been to more spoken words than I have. Like it's just that dynamic.
It's fun. Different culture. Definitely something I'm used to, but not used to.
Tom Segura. I just remembered his name. And now I can't remember the person I was talking to about Tom Segura. That's but that right there, I haven't been to a Dave Chappelle show, but I've been to Tom Segura. Granted, it was convenience, and I like Tom Segura, but yeah. I've been off the screen, so I mean, I'm on.
Yeah. You got both hands coming flying in.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm picking up. I like
Irrational.
Chris, when you want to talk to Chris, when you talking to y'all, when you want to talk to
And
y'all.
then your thoughts.
My emotions. Some I'm hungry. I get angry sometimes. And anger. Frustrated. Oh man. And then it's that right there, like so. Oh, that's interesting. So do you pick up on those cues in the reverse?
In reverse, like at a Jamaican restaurant or something, or
Yeah, that's it.
okay. I had a fun time with one of those in Virginia when I was stationed over there. Very very urban area called Portsmouth, where Missy Elliott's from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah. There's a lot of bars in the area we can't go to.
Hmm.
and they made sure that I knew it. It was good. It was a good perspective. You can never understand what everybody's gone through, but you damn sure have a new veil put over your face. You went off the rip, you don't even understand why.
What was that experience like?
Um, Eye-opening and jaw-dropping because I know that there's a lot of people out there that will still hold score, if you will. And it's like there's no dismissal of anything that has ever happened in history. There's no forgiving, but to put a pin on that, you can, however, turn the other cheek or just agree to disagree, but join together at the moment and move on, get stronger, and take the divide away.
That's what I feel. Especially if we're going to be in the same country together. Like that's kind of like literally the only option.
It makes any sense. I mean, I can't just talk somebody out of their thoughts, but like working together just it makes more sense.
Yeah, you do it at work. A lot of people do it at work. You might not like Bob, but
Either he's your boss or Bob does the shit that you don't want to do. So you gotta talk to Bob about his boys' football game Sunday. And yeah, okay.
that's society. And then you go home and then fuck Bob.
Until it's
I mean, I'm not promoting it. It's because that's not good either. But it's better than the alternative, Get a picture of Bob, put him on a punching bag, and just go to work. Like go to town on Bob.
We did that with one of our superiors in the Navy, but at the gun range, photo down range of him.
Y'all were upset. We get to kill this fucker like 36 times.
We have 50 cows.
We get to blow this fucker up like 36 times. What's the recoil on that?
On 50 cal?
Yeah.
I mean, you got different ways. It's either mounted, so it's on the boat, or at the range like a welded piece of equipment. So there's nothing, just it's nice. Then you got the bipod one. Those things, if you're not ready for it, you can definitely dislocate your shoulder some. There's one I see. This I don't remember his name, but this one uh, frost technician or something like that. But they made a drum barrel for a hand or like a shotgun looking 50 cal. Oh, it's sexy.
Interesting.
I was like, that's like $400 a drum.
How long ago was that?
Oh, this was recent in the last like year and a half.
I was saying 6
Yeah, I think
months.
it's Frostech is the company, but they found a way to make a drum 50 cals like that. It's
Dick Tracy.
bro, it looks beautiful. That was a grenade launcher though. What Dick had?
Really?
Well, in the comics at least, like for that iconic picture.
I seen.
That's a Tommy gun though in the picture.
Oh yeah,
in the background. Yeah, that's a Tommy.
But it got something with the drum.
Oh, with the drum. Oh yeah, yeah. Damn, I went to I was thinking more of the comics in the movie. I got to check it.
Who played that guy? God, was that Alec Baldwin too?
I think so. I gotta get my kid to watch that one now. I've been over the summer. He's nostalgically for his age and a little above caught up.
You got to get him young.
And Jaws one. When we went down to the coast, dude, I don't want to go out in there, Dad. This kid loves the ocean, right? And we're walking up, Dad. I don't need to go out. We'll play with the sand. So what is wrong? He's like, I was like, shut up, dude. I said, oh, he is scared of the ocean. Jaws worked. This kid does seem so much, and that's the one thing he took. We like terrified of. I'm like, damn, see this over. Your shit still lasts.
But look,
it's iconic.
But the psychology they say behind that is it's not the fact that it's the shark. It's the fact that it's unseen.
Yeah.
Until the moment it strikes. That's the part that's the scary thing about it. Man. And I had something.
Along when they shook the shark.
Jaws. Jaws 1. For some reason, that to me is the best, most boringest movie I've ever seen in my life.
The effects are hilariously bad. the budget, they were just at a little, they probably blocked off a city.
It's like they do, like we did Saturday and Sunday. Hey, we're doing this movie. Let's go.
Yeah, like
we got a shark costume. Dude, go to the costume store and get a shark costume.
They didn't even change the name of the town. That wasn't like a made-for-movie town. That was everything there. The police force uniforms. That's what they wore. They didn't do shit.
Who's on the beach? You, and you. Gonna need you as extras for.
Oh, you met a girl at the bar. Good, cool. She's out here. Have her catching a beach ball down there. She says she wants to get paid for what? She's in the background of a beach.
She's already here.
Yeah, she's already here. They that movie.
They Tropic Thunder did.
They did.
They put random camera. Matter of fact, they really did. Matter of fact, didn't they? Because they put some guys out on a boat with random cameras.
Just hone in. Look around. It's moving. And then like how there was no probably safety equipment to do half the shit that they did in that film.
That's why old buddy was really tripping. Oh my God, you're acting. Got an award for it. Imagine getting an award for some shit you really thought you was about to die.
It was the producer and stuff like, hey, did you tell him that the shark is real?
Didn't the walkies die or some shit like that?
What?
Didn't they have like walkies that like died or?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they couldn't tell him that it was all fake.
That's a lot of syrup. That looks real. Ignore it. Tom's down there. He's taking care of it.
Right. Yeah, the one guy that knows is the guy that leaves. That's crazy, right? Nobody thought to change the batteries on the walkie-talkies. Scene.
Why is this still coming at us?
Scene.
Too late. How do you put that in the police report? Like robot shark attack?
Oh my God, man.
Back then they would be like, what the fuck is a robot shark? How's it in the water?
And then like, and this is actually on that subject, right? Let me tie these couple things together. And then we'll look into the racial definition. So I said, I play football. You play football. I was like, life is like football, really. I mean, think about it. You step on that field, there's other opponents trying to accomplish their goal. You got some people that are for you, some people are against you. You got people on the outside them supporting them. They all have their individual group support, right? But the most important part of that I took from the analogy from life to football was that at any moment you get your fucking head knocked off. Everybody. Nobody on the football field is the punter. But even still, it's just
still get lit up every now and then.
Even still, it's a penalty if you get your head knocked off. Yeah. A lot like life, right? Mm-hmm. Especially in 2025. You can't stop a person. There's no penalty or there's nothing in the game of football that says you can't knock this guy's fucking head off. What it says is you're going to get penalized for doing it.
Yeah. You still do it. Yeah. The action's still being done. May I ask what New England, when they had the New Orleans, they had that bounty stuff going on.
Nobody said we couldn't do it.
It's frowned upon, though. No, we're not supposed to. But
nobody said we couldn't do it. There's no rule in the season later.
Yeah.
All right, just so we're clear, right? Because y'all why would you even take it that far? No bounties. This is sports entertainment.
But you got money on the next week's game against us, right?
5 years later, DraftKings. It's like, bro, we were just doing. I don't get a cut of that. We were doing that before the NFL was. They should give us royalties. Like, oh my goodness. And it's kind of funny they're getting these players for gambling. I'm like,
I can't believe that shit. Shit, every commercial break. They're not human.
you mean I get to bet on myself?
And I know I suck.
Ain't that like a motto in life? That's what I'm saying. That's an affirmation.
Oh, you don't give myself money? Here. I want to bet on me.
Oh man. So yeah, that's what I took from it, man. Life, man, you can't stop. I can't stop this guy from knocking my head off. I just gotta be prepared. That's my best defense is a good offense.
And
Sorry.
ultimately, I'd rather see the signs. You go ahead and tell me how you're thinking.
Hmm.
Please wear it on you, whatever you want to do. Let me know so that I'm already guarded and ready.
Right.
So I know that I'm not going to talk to you about this and the third, or if I don't have to talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you at all.
Why risk it?
Yeah.
But racism, like, what's your thought process on racism?
Let's fuck it.
Hmm.
It's just another word for hell. Consumes.
Same way.
It's a lot of everything to own it in for a simple descriptions.
I guess with my lens, I softened it, or I softened it, because I wouldn't even say I softened it. I dispersed it
Yeah.
appropriately. Because when I take in the historical context of racism and how different cultures have applied it in their context, it's like, well, we're only one of many cultures, including the ones who have oppressed us that have experienced racism. It's like hell, and to an extent, a lot of us have, a lot of the cultures have done it within their own. So it's like in 2025, and again, in historical context, again with the definitions I've given y'all and the thought process that y'all follow along with. How can I look at, or how can I attribute racism alone to being, if not any factor, or the major factor in why I do not succeed in life?
It's balanced. Only a lot more people did that. See change.
I think so.
If I try to be an example of my kid,
Yeah.
you want to really sometimes the old '90s will want to come out of me and say some like quote something from say like when everybody knew was Roseanne was racist, but it was still a fun show or whatever. I'm like, do you remember that accent? Oh, never mind. Junior doesn't need it. Really, he's spoken.
Yeah.
I mean, what's that show? Don't worry about
And see, you don't have a daughter.
it. Okay.
I think it's
How
probably.
you and Will
I honestly think it's worse for little girls because you have not only you want to keep them balanced when it comes to the racial thing, you also want to keep them balanced when it comes to the gender thing.
Yeah.
You also want to keep the balance when it comes keeping balance when it comes to knowing, knowing when to submit and when to assert themselves.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's a lot more of a balancing act. I mean, as a man, I'm speaking again from the experience as a man and a father. It's a lot more of a balancing act when it comes to raising your daughter as opposed to raising your son. A boy, you be like, hey, wanna go outside and box?
Well, get a mouthpiece.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm
Please
protecting
have
and beat you up at the
mouthpiece.
same time. Like, and then get him up. You can wake him up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go fishing.
Yeah.
You got to use the bathroom. You got 5 minutes to use the bathroom. And you can't do that. I don't want to go, Daddy. What do you mean? I told you I told you we are gonna get. If you're leaving at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's now 3:15. I'm gonna wake you up for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to go. I'll go with you next time, Daddy.
My heart tub.
Yeah, I'm mad, Daddy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to work. That's why I work so hard, and then that right there, I don't want to raise. I don't want to have that program. I didn't want to have that like you. I don't want to have that program.
Yeah. Not so much as a shelter, but um, more of when the time is right. If they ever, well, what was this? I'll talk to you about that shit.
When they're able
Yeah,
to
that
actually
digest it and be inquisitive on their own nature about it, other than just something new they heard. Or like I always joke with Tip, I don't drink beer, not when I'm a kid. If I do, I put it in a little cup, and I'll go around them with that, but never like a can or a bottle. And because I don't want to be in the draw your parents' photo and got a beer in the hand or something, a bottle shape. Now he draws me with a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I'm like, all
Like a
right,
real dad.
well, that's fine. Yeah, he
I
made
don't say real dad. I guess that's making the mom, but the stereotypical dad. There we go.
I was like, all right, I don't mind that one bit.
Right.
You know, put me put me behind the lawnmower and hold a cup of coffee. I was like, oh boy, oh God, so basic.
But that, I mean, I guess that what is the imagery like? So the imagery on that one right there, you holding a cup of coffee, you're a safe space. That's just what I'm picking up.
Yeah.
Just the interpretation of
Mhm.
safe space, home, comfort. Yeah, that's solid. That-
Okay.
Man, I don't think maybe really does something.
Yeah, Challenger.
She's we have a different connection though. I mean, we do the art together.
Yeah.
Right. And what I do make sure I do is like when I seen they had the skin tone crayons, I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah, I bought 3 of those. I was like, that's just cool because I mean, I'm gonna be peach.
Right?
So I was like, and these are good colors, and he started drawing like around that time we had just seen Piece by Piece in theaters. Will Ferrell or not Will Ferrell, Pharrell, sorry, biography done through Legos. Uh-oh,
Pharrell Williams.
yeah.
Oh, his mic needs to be a message.
Oh, okay. But
Bet, Mike, if you're watching, or if you're watching
it's
later, bet.
but yeah, that's the skin tone crayon. That's spot on because he was drawing a picture for class one time. Also, it was him and his friends. And they go through the color. He said he went to his friend, and he's like, "Yeah." I'll say we froze up or something.
Transfer already. He's having a good one. Yeah, I don't know. No, he's messing me up. That's him. Uh, yeah, so he's flipping through the crayons.
Yeah, yeah. He went to go draw a picture of him and his friends, and he was holding up some like makeup thing from like my wife would do to her wrist. He was like, "I want to make sure I got the right colors for." I was like, "Okay." That's cool. And, you just didn't blanket. You know,
He's not colorblind.
okay. That's, the only time I joke, well, I joked at first. I was like, the only time he sees any white people around is when he goes to scouts. He goes to Tremere. So,
Oh
not
yeah,
many
yeah,
people at all.
yeah. There you go with Tremere one time.
Yeah.
He's language barrier for some reason. Can't explain it. Just can't put my finger on it.
That's cool. They do it to
Confusing.
themselves.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
absolutely. Absolutely. I got told to turn my phone off today while I was in uh, the pickup line. You got to get out of your car, go to the door, and get your kids.
As an adult grown man
Well,
in America in 2025 to pay your own bills.
I don't know.
Is
But
that like a law on the campus? Like, are they Texas Abbott?
no, I was going through all my videos and stuff, and they were talking about the Trump and ICE and this stuff, and I was like, like 7 or 10 seconds into this, and turn off your phone.
You're inciting violence, Chris.
Apparently, I was.
God, man. That's why you can't go to a elementary school campus, Chris. Inciting violence. Oh man.
Where we used to live in Cove, they just had ICE go through there. They took a lot of people out of their homes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like they we were going over there to just clean the house a little bit over there still, and one of the little white guys who's got a sits on his porch all the time and does nothing with his life. Um, hey, Timur, you missed it the other day. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, they went there and cleaned all the houses out. So that's crazy. Like
On your blog?
on where we used to live in Cove,
Yeah.
like that little cul-de-sac area, because it's kind of like ducked away from the rest of the city.
So he said that's the whole street? Or
Yeah,
the neighbor? Get the out of here.
yeah. Come
The neighbor with the big truck? The two cars? The brick house in the garage and the pool in the back? The barbecuing and shit while I was cutting grass? That neighbor? Gone?
that neighbor.
Golly. I can't believe it. I would have never thunk it. Not in 2 years. I would have never not in 2 years, I'd have never thunk that. No. That's crazy. Luckily, you got out of there. According to some, you'd about been scooped up too.
If I was outside too long, I might have got.
Sending this from Venezuela. I don't know.
This
Imagine that call. Hey,
this Venezuela thing is.
Tim, these fuckers. They sending a fucking Venezuela. Oh goodness.
That's.
I've been confused. I've been mentioning Chris all week. I heard him, Chris. How the fuck you get fucking? How you get deported and I'm at home? What you mean? Wrong. Trump wrong for that. We had no time. No time.
One line.
Wrong one. We had no time. What time is it?
Oh,
11?
yeah.
Oh, man, we've gone for like an hour and a half. No, probably an hour.
Yeah.
What,
Plus minus.
What are the comments? Is that comments? Hey, Tiffany said, hey, what's up? And Mike, well, yo. Thank y'all for hopping in and joining. We're gonna wrap it up and then we can we'll probably loop back around. And I like that structure. What you think?
It's good.
Solid structure. Okay. Yeah. So you get to like go through everybody's thought process and everybody
And build up and then circle back.
hijinks the end.
Mhm.
You know, get cold open with the current events and stuff. Yeah. You know, y'all let us know what y'all think about the format. I'm liking the little setup. There's little tweaks I'm be working on, but I like it. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, if we get more people in here, we're gonna use a different camera.
Turn that long ways.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the stand for that. That's probably a big one. I guess in the garage. But yep, Comic Des, want to thank y'all for joining the show. Thank y'all for being part of the conversation. Got any words for them? Any final words? Any final thoughts?
I want to say thunder.
I'm
Hit him with the phrase.
gonna be thunder. I'm always gonna do that. But you got any? Oh, you want to? Oh, you did it just. Oh, go ahead, take it. Go ahead, do it. It's not mine for that's
uh,
it's for everybody. For everybody.
yeah, just be good people.
I heard echoing the same thing. I thank y'all for joining again. Cover Des and Chris with the exclamation point. We are going to get his YouTube page set up. Man, I'm gonna be over there Sunday. I'll bring it up and knock it out then. All right. See clips and all that shit going. Yeah. Dominate your day, dominate your night. We got out. I should have had the mouse keyed up. We're gonna